Hello and welcome back to the Silver Flamingo. I figured today is time to show you the RV campground that I'm managing in Glacier County, Montana. We are on the Blackfeet Indian Reservation, just right outside the proximity of East Glacier. So we are literally a stone's throw from Glacier National Park, and you can actually see the mountains in the background of our campground. We just officially opened Monday. We've had about a half a dozen guests. We currently have 2 in the park. I'll try to be respectful of them as we walk back, but I'm gonna start the video at the best part of the park, which is Cut Bank Creek. The park was formerly called Glacier Grizzly RV and Resort, and the name is now in the process of being changed to Glacier Mountains RV Park and Campground. So please remember that we are on Camp Spot. That's how you're gonna book. I am the general manager here, so I'm happy to assist you. So if you're a follower, a friend we met on the road, please feel free to book, and please feel free to leave a nice comment. If you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's go check out the park. So this right here is my favorite part of the campground. Little paths that my guys just cut today, little picnic bench and fireplace, and right on Cut Bank Creek. There is trophy trout fishing here. Right here on this point, I've caught 2 trophy trout, and right off the point, right here, casting out there, I went into a deeper fishing hole that you can enter into shallow water and then wade out into deeper water, and I caught a nice trophy trout just last week. Down around the point, we'll go see that in a second. Cut Bank Creek runs the length of the property. We are on 240 acres with 17 and a half developed. On this portion of the 17 and a half that's developed, breaking it off from the other portion, is this creek that runs the whole length. It goes all the way up and down. That is Glacier National Park, right up there in the distance, and the creek runs from there through some tribal land, 2 properties before ours, then our property, and then all the way to the town of Cut Bank, about 60 miles that direction. It's a nice path to walk your dogs. Little fishing holes. You can hop in all these different little spots. Bless me. All these beautiful flowers. This is where I usually enter the creek if I'm going in. I'll zigzag out through this shallow section over to there. And then there's a deep hole that's about chest high right there that you can cold plunge and dunk and go all the way under and swim in, as well as fishing. I caught a trophy trout right out of that hole. Going down around, it gets shallow again, and then there's 2 overhead holes going in that direction, and there's a deep hole where we started, and then it's probably waist high, and then 2 more deep holes at least going up that way. I did a cold plunge right after work, so I've already done that right before making this video. So I won't go in there today, but I will take you guys in there at some point. If you haven't already, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Really helps the channel out. Big thanks to my guys for cutting this path today. Really looks great. This path leads to that furthest hole that we went to. So you can do a big loop around. We just went both ways, creekside. There's another trail my guys cut. This goes to a good fishing hole. Not going to go all the way down there, but you can drop into the creek right here very easily, as well as down in there. Pristine Montana wilderness. It's still overgrown. We haven't mowed this section yet, but behind this old house that we're going to get rid of, there's more Cut Bank Creek. I'll raise the camera when we get up there. Really good fishing hole right back in here. At some point in the next few years when that house is gone, we're actually going to build a bar and restaurant right here overlooking the creek. It's a few years down the road. Here are the campsites that we're coming up to. And that building there will be a general store, laundry, and bathroom. We have the outside finished. We're just working on finishing the inside, so we have facilities. Currently, we don't have facilities. We just got Wi-Fi, although most people have Starlink. By end of summer, we'll have a general store selling huckleberry treats, potentially ice cream, ice, firewood, the usual, laundry, bathroom. The sites are full hookup except for this first row. Back here, these are partial hookup, just power and water, as well as the next row, the first two sites. The rest of them are full hookup, water, power, septic. We have all new well equipment. We haven't finished finishing all the sites yet, so I apologize. This will all be mowed and the sites will be leveled and finished here shortly. Just opened the park Monday. There's two of our first guests right there in the diesel pusher and the toy hauler. That's H row, H7 and H8. I think H6, 7, and 8 are our best spots. And then the employee row, which I'll walk over to. This is Star School Road right here. It feeds on a Highway 89. Star School Road, if you keep going just past 89, turns to dirt. It's tribal land for 5 miles. And then you enter a Glacier National Park temp campground as well as a hiking trail. If you head south on 89 6 miles, down by the Mercantile, there's an an entrance to Looking Glass Road, and that'll take you to East Glacier. If you head 15 miles north up 89, you enter the town of St. Mary's. And in St. Mary's, you will get the eastern portion of Going to the Sun Road, which will take you over to West Glacier. Beautiful scenic drive or motorcycle ride. It's a known road for motorcycle enthusiasts. If you go 8 miles past that, up 89, you'll go in the town of Bab, and then you have many glaciers. And any further than that, you're in Canada, eh? Like I said, we're still cleaning up and finishing some of the sites. These right here, H row, I think, are our best sites along with G. These have nice lawns. We've already manicured them. C1 and 2 are cleared out. B1 and 2 are also cleared out. We've had guests in these sites. So this would be A row if you're booking, B, C, D, E, F, G row, H row from 1 all the way to H8, and then I row is for employees only. You can't book I row, but our head of security and Blackfeet partner lives in that camper, and I'm full-time in the Airstream. There's a silver flamingo on my campsite with views of Glacier National Park. That is the park right there. 106 campsites on 17.5 developed acres of a 240-acre parcel. Once again, you can book us on CampSpot, and our camp telephone number, which I'll answer, is 406-955-1898. Once again, that's 406-955-1898. Right now we're in G row. We need to finish some of them. Some of the sites are actually really nice. These ones we need to get a dozer in here. Somebody's honking, small towns. Somebody honks, you gotta wave. Not sure who it is, but probably know them. The property goes all the way up to those evergreen trees right before the clearing. Pretty much over to just the edge of this tree line over here before that clearing, and then all the way to Highway 89. And once again, this is Highway 8, also known as Star School Road. It's Star School, Montana. Cutbank Creek also runs along the highway, and it starts and winds down around the property over here. I'm not going to go in there because it's still overgrown, but it runs down. Oh, they might have cut a path. It runs down over to here where we'll go. But once again, the property is waterfront. Cutbank Creek runs the whole course, and you do have views of Glacier National Park. Also like this campground, because a lot of the other ones are pretty much in the thick of the resort towns, and we're kind of in between East Glacier and St. Mary's, which I like, and Star School, or it could also come up as North Browning. But it's Glacier County, and out here it is quiet. We are miles away from all the hustle and bustle. You have to go 6 miles in that direction or 15 miles north. Sorry, 6 miles south, 15 miles north to get into the thick of it. So you can come back here and detox at the end of the day. This is H-Trail right here. H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diesel pushers in 7. The toy haulers in H8. And then the employee rail. When you do pull in, we recommend you access through this larger driveway, pull down here, and then I will greet you right here at my Airstream, my home-based office. Even when the store is built, I prefer just to work out of my camper and lounge. Once again, we're not done, but this will be a general store. The big long portion of the building. We'll sell Huckleberry treats, and jams, and things of that nature. Glacier National Park merch. Bags of ice, firewood, the usual campground goodies. Stuff to make s'mores. That second door is going to be a laundry facility with washers and dryers, and then we'll have a bathroom facility with showers, sinks, and toilets there. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's still a little overgrown back in here, so I do apologize. We are starting to cut trail. But we're walking down to Cut Bank Creek once again. As I said, it runs the full length of our property. Lots of places to go fishing, lots of places to go swimming, and you can kayak, launch a kayak right down here and go down, up and down the creek. Really nice deep swimming and fishing hole right around the bend. I'm not wearing long pants, so I won't go back there as it still has a lot of brush, but we're gonna clear that out. So by the time you get up here, hopefully that spot will be open too. So, get this set up. Sorry, it's my little boondocking camera setup here. I do apologize, bear with me, technical difficulties. Need to find some level ground. There we go. So to conclude this video, if you like what we're doing here, once again, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. We are in Glacier County, Montana, in Star School, Montana, also known as North Browning, Montana, about 15 miles from St. Mary's, which is on the eastern portion of Going to the Sun Road, which will take you over to West Glacier. We are 6 miles from Looking Glass Road, which will take you into East Glacier, and we're about 30 miles from the Canadian border. Nice thing about this campground, once again, you can come back from a day in the park and just totally decompress out here. Right now, all we have is full hookups. But hopefully by the end of summer and going into next season, we'll have the general store with the laundry and the bathrooms that we don't currently have. And within the next few years, we'll have a bar and restaurant. And a few years after that, hopefully some tiny homes on the south side of Cut Bank Creek facing north. All the RV spots are on the north side of Cut Bank Creek. Everybody who comes here is welcome to use it. We do have to advise you get a Blackfeet recreational and fishing license. I don't personally enforce it, just have to advise you there. And once again, you can use that number that I mentioned earlier in this video to call me up to get a booking, or the better way is just go on a camp spot. It's currently under Glacier Grizzly RV Resort and Adventure, and the name is currently being changed as it's under new management and ownership to Glacier Mountains RV Park and Campground. So I look forward to seeing you here at the park, as well as out on the road in the off season. The park will be open from mid-May through September, and we will close for winter. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We'll see you next time at the Silver Flamingo.